So at the start of this film, the scientists see a strange sphere near Mars. This sphere was what exactly? What was it made of? Was it a danger to humans? To find out this, NASA sent a team to Mars. During the course of their journey, which lasted approximately 8 months, the astronauts were only 8 hours away from their final destination, which was the International Space Station. Every single one of these astronauts emerged from their slumber somewhere on Mars. Among all these crew members, we also meet Carla. Carla, along with being the main character of this movie, is in charge of the AI system of this ship. During this time, she becomes aware that one of her crew members, Robin, was experiencing a peculiar condition. She thought that perhaps the reason for his strange condition was that he was in a hibernation pod for the first time. Carla asks him to rest and gets busy with her work. During the course of these discussions, their captain also arrives, and he assigns Carla the mission of using the artificial intelligence system to conduct a scan of the sphere that is located close to Mars. Carla's artificial intelligence system does not report the existence of any sphere in the vicinity of Mars, despite the fact that these individuals were not located at a great distance. It was the sphere that they were able to see with their own eyes. The AI system was not detecting any sphere there. Seeing this, Carla felt that either their AR system is faulty. On the other hand, there is nothing in front of them. She tells Paul that we ought to go back because there is nothing here. But Paul becomes enraged at her and tells her that regardless of whether or not there is anything here, we are required to finish our mission and leave. Meanwhile, a hologram appears here. This individual was the head of the mission for this crew, and he informed all of these individuals from all over the world that 4,000 people all over the world are eager to learn only this one thing. What exactly is that sphere? And these people should now complete their mission as soon as possible and take information about that sphere and tell the world. Whatever Carla did, she was required to pay attention to the leader of her mission. She again started operating this mission. Then she heard her mother's voice near here. Even though she was aware that both her mother and her daughter had passed away as a result of a car accident, she was taken aback when she learned this. Nevertheless, she began looking for her right away. Here we see in Ruben's room that he also woke up screaming due to fear of something, but nobody heard his screaming. In this location, when Carla also arrived at her room, she received a call from the person in charge of her mission. He asks Carla, "Do you have any problem? You look worried." Then Carla replies, "No, I don't have any problem." They were still talking when suddenly, Carla was alerted by the system's AI. The artificial intelligence had reached the point where it had identified the sphere that was located close to Mars, and it was now sending a massive and rapid light beam to their ship. A great number of the ship's systems were being destroyed by this light beam. Seeing this, everyone including Carla gets scared. One of Carla's companions tells her, "I think this sphere is showing its path to the ship. That's why Carla also doesn't turn the ship, but keeps moving towards this light beam." Now, the AI system did not detect this and told that this light beam had not only light, but also many sound waves. Carla began to recognize that the sound wave was carrying a message that was coming from somewhere, which was probably sent by the species living on that sphere. Carla is the one who deciphers this message, and as a result, they learn the word Deus. Actually, God is called Deus in Latin. Seeing this, all these people felt that God probably lives above that sphere. Suddenly, their AI system stops working again, due to which these people get scared. Afterwards, people had the impression that they ought to leave the mission. However, many people believed that they ought to go to the sphere and inquire about what that sphere is and whether or not it is their responsibility. Whereas Ruben, who had also come out of his room, felt that they should not go to the sphere. Because he felt that the day of doom has come, there is God on the sphere, who will now take revenge from him for his entire life. When he was thinking this, he became extremely terrified, started crying, and asked to be allowed to return. On this particular occasion, we are able to observe that their Captain Paul is monitoring all of these individuals from his office. During this time, All of the members were discussing the possibility that if there is no God on that sphere, and if that sphere is owned by aliens, then these individuals will destroy that sphere for themselves. When the captain hears this, he immediately responds by saying that no one will cause damage to that sphere. These people were surprised to hear this. They were just talking when their crew member came and told that Robin is missing from the ship. They became afraid and started looking for him. As if he were performing some kind of ritual, it was demonstrated that Reuben is seated in the middle of a number of containers while his advertisement lights are on. He also had many religious symbols in his hands. He was in agony. As soon as these people came close to him, he started screaming and said, "Please do not take that ship towards the sphere. If you do, something very bad will happen." He also tells everyone here that I think Paul is hiding something from all of us. He had just finished saying this when Paul came from behind him, and Paul shot him with the gun he was holding, and he killed him in a ruthless manner, and he did it in front of everyone. His reaction caused everyone to stand there in shock and concern, but Paul appeared to be completely unaffected by the situation, as if nothing had occurred, as if one had not passed away. Carla was also angry, and she picked up Robin's knife and goes behind Paul and asks him that if you know anything, then tell me clearly. But Paul refuses to tell anything and himself goes and puts the crew member inside his hibernation pot. Although Carla was upset with him, Paul threatened her by saying that he is the captain and that it is everyone's responsibility to follow his orders. Carla was angry with him. Even though they do not want to, obeying his orders, these people went in a small ship which could easily take them to that sphere. On reaching near the sphere, Carla saw strange structures on the sphere, due to which she could not understand what it was. At long last, this diminutive vessel of theirs has arrived at the sphere in question. As soon as they touch down, the first thing that happens is that they are presented with a hologram of their mission leader. This individual has informed them of the shocking news that, similar to the sphere that has been observed in this area close to Mars, a great number of spheres of this kind have begun to appear all over the world. What are those spheres? Will they harm humans and the world? How are they going to protect themselves from them? In order to find the answers to all of these questions as quickly as possible, he asks the members of the crew. Paul gives the duty to Carla to go out and investigate, but here one of their members suggests that to go out, it is necessary to have a scientist and a volunteer. Paul accepts this suggestion, and now all three together go out of this ship on that sphere. It was very dark here, so dark that they could not see anything. Now when Carla went down and touched the ground here, she felt that it was soil-like ground. She was still talking about this when suddenly red lights flying. As the lights fly, they begin to see this sphere. There was a very huge gate there. As soon as they saw, it began to open with fast light. Immediately after this door was opened, they were greeted by a peculiar sound. These people were surprised. After wearing the vacuum that they were wearing, they could not hear any sound. But still, they could hear the sound of this place. This sound was also heard by Captain Paul inside the ship. He translates this voice and tells them that this place is welcoming them. In the aftermath of everything that has transpired, they notice a shadow here, the shadow of a woman who was communicating with them through her mind. The captain inside translates all these messages and tells them that what these people are talking about are messages from God. In spite of everything that people have done to the world, God desires to continue to give them a second chance and a wholesome life. Those who enter through this gate will get internal peace and comfort, and those who remain in the world will bear the difficulties of the world. God had chosen Carla first to enter this door. Indeed, Carla was the young lady who was chosen to show the way to all the other people. In the event that people do not enter it on their own accord, this young lady claims that the sphere that is located close to the world will kill the people on its own and ensure that they come to a painful end. This woman suddenly turns into Carla's mom, and Carla's mom now tells Carla that someone is waiting for you inside. Carla understood that if this is heaven, then her daughter will be inside. Now, Carla moves forward and walks across the door that is illuminated. During the time that she was doing this, a flashback of the incident that occurred between her mother and her daughter is displayed here from that time. In addition to this, we arrive at the present day, where we find Carla in a city that is absolutely stunning. This city is a perfect representation of Jerusalem. Carla appears to have been picked up from that time and brought directly to this location, as evidenced by the apparent freshness of the injury marks that are present on her head. Carla's daughter was also there, who was running towards Carla. In addition, Carla rushes forward to embrace her. Before these two could hug, Carla suddenly regains consciousness and is surprised and does not understand that. She was sitting on the table of a ship at this moment in time. She could not understand how she came inside the ship, whereas she had crossed that door and gone inside. She asks the same question to other people as well. Then other people tell her that when you came out of the gate, your condition was so bad that you were not even able to walk. We have picked you up and brought you back to the ship. They were just talking about this when their mission head's hologram appears. Inquiring about everything that had been seen and experienced inside, he questioned Carla. When Carla tells him that she went inside, she saw a golden city that looked exactly like Jerusalem, he is surprised. It seemed to Carla that the location was a paradise. Now, the man asks, apart from this, what did you see there? Who did you meet? And who did you talk to? Carla responds by saying that she did not meet anyone there and did not talk to anyone, and the man does not believe what Carla has described. Carla now asks these people about Sean, who had landed on that sphere with her. Her crew members tell that Sean was killed. Carla surprisingly asks how he was killed. Then the man replied that his suit had cracked. This was not to be believed because their suits are unbreakable. Then her partner replies that no, he was not able to pack his gloves properly. On hearing this, Carla now started blaming those people. It is inconceivable that Sean, who was an extremely elderly explorer and had engaged in the greatest amount of space travel, would have failed to perform any of his tasks in an appropriate manner. Hearing this, the man says that Carla, you should rest. He was also a human being. He could have made a mistake too. Now what if he is dead? You are alive. You should take care of yourself at this time. Rest here. Now Carla says to her, okay, give me my suit. I have to go to the sphere again. The man says that this is not possible, Carla, because we have already started our return journey. Carla gets up from there and starts walking, and the man who was with her also started following her. When these people reached a place where there was no camera, then Carla told this boy that I had seen my family inside. She could not tell this in front of everyone because she did not trust Paul and her mission head. Here it is shown in the room that Paul is writhing like a fish out of water. In light of the fact that he was unable to hear these individuals, he promptly summons Carla's colleague to his room and inquires about the nature of the conversation that you and Carla were having by yourselves. Did she tell anything new? The man clearly denied that Carla did not tell anything new. On hearing this, Paul got angry and he said that you know it is your duty to respect my orders. On the other hand, we see Carla, who had not yet believed Sean's death. It is Sean's hypertension pot that she visits in order to investigate this matter. After opening it, she sees that Sean was really killed by the gunshot. He was murdered by shooting. And there could be some reason behind why this happened. She could know this reason only from Paul's room, so she went towards Paul's room, where she found a gun and some documents. She was just reading these documents when her partner came from behind. She knew that he would stop her from reading these files, so Carla pointed a gun at him. As a result of these documents, Carla learns that her partner, whom she had previously believed to be an astronaut, was in fact a member of the military and not an astronaut. On hearing this, Carla asks him that what is the purpose of your being with us? On this, he tells Carla that yes, I agree that I am a military man, but I don't know anything about this sphere. Now Carla takes this man at gunpoint and comes on the main tech, where their captain Paul was also there, and now Carla had pointed the gun at Paul. Seeing Carla in this condition, he also got scared and he told Carla that you know that you are rebelling and as a punishment for this, you can be killed, just like we killed Sean. That is, here the truth came out of his mouth that he himself had killed his crew member. That military man might have been responsible for Sean's death, he thought, but it turned out that this was his own captain. The situation had become very critical. Meanwhile, here a call comes from their mission head, who tells Carla that after seeing the video of Carla, which has been sent to the world from the sphere, all the scientists feel that Carla has gone to heaven. He also shows Carla a video here, in which it was shown that how after watching Carla's video, all the people from the world also began to go to the spheres around the world, in the absence of any thoughts that this entire location is heaven. Carla was surprised by all this, and she could not understand what was happening. Before she could do anything, Paul suddenly jumps on her and snatches the gun from her hand, but Carla was not a novice player here. She also fights with Paul and somehow manages to knock Paul down and take the gun from his hand again. As soon as she gets the gun, she does not give Paul a chance to attack again, and instead shoots Paul and kills him. Before she can kill her other partner as well, he promises to tell the truth to his partner and says that please I will tell the truth but don't kill me. At this point, Carla had believed him. That man now tells Carla the biggest truth that when she landed on that sphere, she did not see anything beyond that, rather she was picked up and brought here. She had no idea what that sphere was. She was completely confused. Now many things were confusing her, so she immediately called her mission head, and he said that I have started destroying that sphere, because I don't think that sphere is safe for humans. As soon as he heard this, he immediately refused and said, I will tell you the truth that the sphere is not really God's, that the sphere has been made by you, and this entire project is yours. I will tell you the truth. Carla was surprised and worried. Then that man told that there were more than 25 billion people in this world, although the world had the capacity to live for 6 billion people. So I plan to kill 25 billion people. And for that plan, you created all these spheres, inside which people can be taken out of this earth, i.e. the world. There is no God here. You are behind everyone, and you did not remember all this. Because your memory was removed from your mind, and a new chip was installed, due to which you forgot that life in which you had created all this. Rather, you remembered the life which we wanted to show. The mission head also tells here that I had made this whole plan to send you here in space and send you inside that sphere, for the purpose of ensuring that all individuals are persuaded that those spheres are heaven through the production of a video. So the people leave the earth without any bloodshed or difficulty. So that people thought that they were going to heaven, but in reality, they were moving towards their death. Carla was also shocked to hear this. She did not want to do this. She did not want to let people die. Carla was now getting angry with Vance. She spoke of him as a monstrosity. She planned inwardly to destroy that sphere. Here, the military man was also supporting her. And when Vance, that is, their mission head, realized this, he set the AI system here according to his own accord, and talked about putting the ship on auto-destructive mode, so that this ship gets destroyed, in which Carla and this man are there, who knows the whole truth, and their mission gets successful. In order to prevent the ship from being completely destroyed, Carla shoots a gun at this hologram, and then she immediately contacts her partner. Her partner had brought the main large ship back onto the path of the sphere, and he was now moving towards the smaller ship, when suddenly here but small blasts started happening, which destroyed this ship. Carla immediately came in a small ship, which was attached to this big ship, so that she could save her life through it. She wanted to take her partner from here as well. But he was in the elevator at this time, and the speed of the elevator was very low. The elevator could not reach this small ship in 3 minutes. This is the reason why Carla is forced to part ways with her ship. And she feels a sense of sadness as she contemplates the possibility that her partner has been murdered at this moment. But the very next moment, she got the good news that her partner had also managed to come in this small ship at the right time. Now, at long last, these individuals were making their way towards the sphere, which they were obligated to destroy. As soon as they land on the sphere, Carla's partner comes out on this sphere to destroy it, and after closing the door from behind, he tells Carla to go back to Earth. These people will kill all the people inside this sphere themselves. You go and tell everyone the truth about these wild people and save all the people." When Carla hears this, she gives a satisfied nod of her head and then turns her ship around so that it is facing Earth again, where it would take her 8 more days to reach the ground. But Carla was still satisfied that now she would be able to save humans. And she was not a part of any bad mission, and the story ends with just this.